Mr. Viraj Bahl. Welcome to the world's best office, a podcast where we sit back, relax, and talk about anything and everything. Thank you so much for taking out the time and joining our show. How's it going for you?
Thank you so much for having me. I really enjoy spending time with the youth. So I hope it's a two-way conversation and we both learn something from each other.
Alright, so for the few people who may not know you or may not recognize you by your face, can you just give us a little breakdown of who you are and what you built?
My name is Viraj Bahl. I'm the founder and managing director of VRB Consumer Products Private Limited. We own the brand VEEBA, which is one of India's largest sauce companies, and we also own a brand called Earth's Mate, which is India's go-to organic food brand. And yeah, it's a 9-year-old journey, and God has been really kind to us. In 9 years, we've become a large organization.
Absolutely, sir. So that is where my first question comes in because for me, be it pizzas, be it anything I'm having with, there's like a Viva sauce for everything. So my question is, when you walk into a marketplace, hypothetically a sauce aisle, and you're walking by and you see a shelf full of Viva products. As an entrepreneur, how does it feel for you?
Frankly, it feels so good. It feels so good. I can't, begin to tell you. I mean, yes, over the years, that childlike excitement maybe, declining a bit. But the happiness, what gives me maximum happiness? I go for a, market visit, and while I'm there, I see a few customers buying it. That gives me so much happiness because, I'll even go and ask them, why are you buying this? What's the thing? Once I even annoyed a customer who actually put the bottle back, but that makes me really happy. And guys, what happens is every company looks good in Delhi, Bombay, Bangalore, Pune. Our strength, VEEBA's strength is that we look good in Kodaikanal, Vellore, Bhatinda, Ludhiana, Jalandhar, Kanyakumari. VEEBA, what separates VEEBA from the rest of the, I don't know if you can still call us a startup, but if you were to call us a startup, what separates us from our honorable opposition is that we are available in all our might across the length and breadth of the country. I'm a ridiculously proud Indian, and I always feel why can't an Indian sauce company make the best sauces in the world, And चुल्लू पर पानी में डूब मरने वाली बात है कि we are today India is 75 years old. It took 75 years post independence for a company like VEEBA to come and give India's kids India's first preservative free tomato ketchup. Can you imagine? यूरोप और यूएस के बच्चे कोई हमारे बच्चों से स्पेशल है कि वो कंपनीज वहां पे देती हैं बट इंडिया में नहीं देती. So food has to be, it has to make you proud. It needs to taste good. Everything sells on taste. And as a company, you need to do something which is better than what is available in the market.
So as you mentioned about the market, about 75 years of independence of India, and still it took us a lot of time to build products that are as competitive to products in the European market or in the American market. So how do you categorize the Indian market? Be it specifically the food and beverage sector, or how do you categorize Indian consumers, and why do you think it is the best market for a company like VEEBA to position itself? Why wouldn't you want to try out your products in the European markets or in the American markets?
So, as I said, I'm a very proud Indian. VEEBA products, yes, they're available outside the country. I mean, but we don't make for outside the country, we make for India. We make for India, we make by India, and we make for the Indian palate. For example, if you see this product, it is, such a fancy name, mint mayonnaise. At the end of the day, hari chutney mixed with mayonnaise. Because that is what Indians like. Now this product, I don't know concept, Southwest Chipotle, it's the most Tex-Mex American thing. But it has been modified to the Indian palate. Its heat levels are a bit higher than what an average American might be able to take. So we are very clearly making in India and making for India. And I think it's a huge market. There's a very, very big confusion in people's head कि Indian customer कंजूस है. Indian customer कंजूस नहीं है. Our success is a very good example कि Indian we are more expensive than all our honorable opposition, but Indian customer is value conscious. आप किसी I am yet to come across a mother or a girlfriend or a father who will say कि यार मैं अपने घर के लिए ये ले लेता हूँ 10 रुपए बचा देता हूँ मेरे बच्चों को थोड़ा सा inferior product. We seek value. The Indian consumer is happy paying 175 as opposed to 150 or 39 as opposed to 34 if you can prove that you're getting extra value for it. So the Indian consumer, I think, is the most intelligent and the most responsive customer. वो कहते हैं ना कि अगर आपने इंडिया में ड्राइव कर लिया तो दुनिया में कहीं भी ड्राइव कर लो तो कोई वरी सके हमारे if you can succeed in India you can succeed anywhere because it's a diverse country, it's amazing, we've got South India which is a different set of beliefs than North than East. Maybe North and West are close to each other in their thought process, but South and East are different. So I think it's an amazing country that we are blessed with, and I also feel companies which can crack India, and I'm not talking about the India A, the modern trade stores or the metros. I'm talking about companies which can crack general trade. मेरी जो गाड़ी वाइट और बाल वाइट है ये डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन से पहले नहीं थे जब तक हम 8-10 सिटीज में बेच रहे थे बैग सब कुछ काला था मेरा जब ये 650 cities expansive distribution network हुआ that is when this whiteness came. Before that I was very happy. So distribution in India is really tough, and but that is where the joy is, as coming back to the same point. Imagine मैं Kodaikanal में एक shop में हूँ और Kodaikanal में there's a very nice school, I think it's called Kodaikanal International, really nice boarding school, and I remember seeing some kids buying their favorite VEEBA products. खुशी नहीं मिलेगी, I mean it's such a happy feeling, right? So yeah.
So adding to your point, खुशी मिलेगी. So we, as you know, are students at Hindu College, so we always go out for snacks. हमें तो खाना नहीं बाहर का. So there's a Sanju Gandhi point near 2 minutes away from our college, and वहाँ का पनीर कुलचे are famous. And so the most important part of पनीर कुलचा की VEEBA की तंदूरी मेयो है, जो उसके ऊपर वो spread करते हैं, and then पनीर डालते हैं और वो खाते हैं.
And the way it enhances the taste is.
Imagine this is exactly my point. एक तो मेरे को इसके पास जाना है संजू Gandhi point. इधर तो जाना ही पड़ेगा. But that is the beauty. Now, yes we sell mayonnaise, yes we sell the authentic mayonnaise, but why can't we own tandoori mayonnaise? Mayonnaise में अगर आप सारे तंदूरी मसाले डाल सकते हो, and if you can make a kulcha tasty, why can't we own our Indianness and take it from there? So मेरे को ना कई बार I hate किसी पार्टी पे जाता हूँ और वहाँ पे ना लोग फैंसी बातें करते हैं कि जैसे यूरोप फर्स्ट होता है. अबे यार तुम इंडियंस हो, पहले इंडिया फर्स्ट करते हैं, बाकी सब कुछ होता रहेगा. So why can't an Indian company take a tandoori mayo to the world?
Yes.
It's damn tasty at the end of the day. वो सारे अंग्रेज चिकन टिक्का मसाला वगैरह करते ही है ना, तो why can't you put it in a mayo and take it to them? So yeah.
So like just little bit going back to your history about fun foods and then you building VEEBA. So it's a personal question. How different it is to build a brand with your father as your co-founder or working under him, as different to having a co-founder in your generation?
Your generation.
So I mean, I was not at all the co-founder of that company. I was working for my father, and my father decided to sell that company. It was not my company to either keep or exit. After we sold the company, I worked with that company for a year in a senior position, and then I started a chain of restaurants, and I failed miserably. I had no intention of coming back to the sauce space, and I failed miserably. And जो restaurants का failure होता है ना, it's a very naked failure. Because अगर आपके restaurants खाली हैं, everybody knows you're not doing well. And it was like public failure, right? Restaurants खाली थे, 5-6 restaurants सब खाली थे, and everybody, your friends know you're not doing well, your family knows you're not doing well, and after 4 very long years, I decided to pull the plug on the restaurant business, and I started VEEBA. VEEBA is my mother's name, and I named the company after my mom. My wife really helped me, put the money together for. So we, without going into the dramatics and the theatrics of it all, but we were very tight, having, people, field business, all the money had gone there. So my wife, not many spouses agree, but जब तुम सबकी शादियों होंगी, you will realize that we don't agree to these things. But my wife agreed to sell our dream house, and that is where the money to start VEEBA came from. और फिर जाके मैंने कंपनी का नाम अपनी माँ पे रख दिया. So you can imagine it's not the most intelligent thing to do, but that's what I did. You get to know what my risk-taking capabilities were there. But we started VEEBA. I started VEEBA from like that, and I don't have a co-founder. When I started VEEBA, I was very clear that VEEBA or VRB, the entity which owns VEEBA is called VRB. VRB will be a very, very it will not be a mom and pop company. It will be, we will one day, when we can afford it, now we can and now we have. If you see the team here, I kid you not, even the biggest companies of the country will be jealous of our teams. We have hired from the best companies. So I was very clear on day one that when I can afford, शुरू के 3-4 साल you can't afford, right? You have to do everything. But when you can afford, I was very clear this will not be a mom and pop company. It will be a professionally run organization. Last year we won the best employer of the year in mid-sized companies. That means 2,000 to 5,000 employees are each company. Today we employ, I don't know the exact number, but between 2,500 people. Heavily professionally run, extremely good team, and I'm very proud to see that all members of my leadership team are better than me at what they do. Otherwise, what's the point of having them here? अगर मैं ही हर चीज best करूँगा तो फिर वही हो गया ना. And earlier people didn't want to join VEEBA. I joke with Rahul, our CFO. I have wooed him more than I wooed my wife. मैंने राहुल को कॉफी पे लेके गया, लंच पे लेके गया, डिनर पे लेके गया. Other than sleeping with him, I've done everything. But उस टाइम लोग नहीं join करना चाहते थे. So बड़ी मुश्किल से convince him. Today he is really happy, and I'm really close to him. But now when VEEBA goes into the market to hire, we get the topmost talent wanting to join us. But 2013 to 2017 पैसे नहीं होते थे, nobody wanted to join, so those were the tough years. See, cash is important, don't get me wrong. I mean, without cash, but what I fear is people are now they're starting the company because they want to do a startup.